Tom Pelissero's here, everybody.
Tommy P.
17 Jets.
What's up, boys?
Oh, God.
What up, G?
What's up, buddy?
17 Jets
Go ahead and text you real quick.
interviews for the HC? And then how do you weed it down? Like, what?
What?
So here's what I would say. You can't do, first of all, you couldn't do Zooms with any of the coaches who were in wild card games until this week. And for the most part, the window that teams give you to interview their coaches, if they are in a wild card game, is at the back end of the week. So that's why you're seeing a bunch of these guys between McCown and Hafley and Flores, like they were all in games last weekend. This is the time you get around to it. So I don't want to say that they've been killing time with some of these other interviews, but certainly there's been an acknowledgement that we can't even do roughly half. It was roughly half of the interviews they had couldn't even take place until this week. And you can't do in-persons with anybody who is under contract with another NFL team until next week. And so the philosophy seems to be, just my opinion, from watching it from afar and from talking to people, is we've got time. Why not, if somebody thinks that they can pitch us and, make a compelling case for why they should be the person, all right, we'll hear you out. We've got the time to do it. So let's bring people in. They've had a lot of people, especially the GM candidates down in West Palm at Woody's place. They've had, other people on Zoom through the course of this thing. They've had some back up at the team facility. They've been utilizing their time. I would say this, by the start of next week, Rich, I think that, and I don't know the specific day, but I'd say, somewhere in the front half of next week, you're going to have a very clear idea. Here's the path we're going down. Not one person, but here's the handful of people we're going to bring in for each of these jobs. They're going to tell the other people those guys are out, and you're going to get a better idea of exactly what they intend to do. I think that it makes sense, honestly, under the current rules. I know that everybody laughs and why are they interviewing this many people, but the rules are set up in a way that you can't get face-to-face time with half your candidates until next week anyway. So talk to anybody that you've ever heard a good thing about, or someone's like, hey, you really should talk to this guy. I mean, Jeff Hafley was, the coach at BC, did a great job at the Packers defense. McCown's an up-and-coming coach who's going to have different opportunities in the coming years here. And Brian Flores has been a coach in your own division before. I think people will calm down once you start to zero in a little bit early next week. But really, this search is a function of the way that the rules are set up. There's different people you can interview at different times, and the Jets are interviewing all.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.